should be a good test to see if I'm allowed to talk on the internet anymore. What's up, Jonathan? Thanks for coming back, bro. I came back quick, guys. I came back quick. I can't get my hand to come up. If my hand is not on the screen, like at all times, it like shuts my account down. So I have to make sure I have my phone at a decent angle to pick it up if I move it. I don't like the new version of TikTok. Let me wipe my camera lens off, actually. That might work. Yeah, it's a little better. What's up, J Rich? I don't know why it's not working. Okay, whatever. Honestly, if I get a restriction for not having or for having a still image on my shit, dude, I don't even care. It won't give me my other green screen. It won't let me. Like, it just gives me other stupid ones. Like, who the fuck's using this shit? Actually, you know what? Hold on. See, it doesn't even fit the... That's so fucking stupid. But I mean, that's actually not bad. I don't know. It doesn't fit the thing, though. It won't give me... Ever since I got a new phone, it won't give me the other green screen that I used to use. I don't know why. Like, it just literally won't give it to me. Sorry about the survey live for you. All he did was talk crap. Dude, that ended up on my YouTube channel. What do you mean? That was awesome. That was, dude, I cooked that dude. I cooked him and Baron so fucking bad. You keep trying to block this host? Thanks for letting me know, bro. You want me to help you? Alright. Problem solved. Good. Yeah, no, that's on my YouTube. I mean, my YouTube doesn't get a lot of viewership or anything, but it's on there for the sake of it being there. He was annoying. Dude, the host was awful, bro. I felt more bad for Angels, to be honest. Angels got him after I already pissed him off. Like, I went up there and just like, oh dude, I annihilated that guy so hard. It's like, it's I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna do lives like that and you have to bring somebody else up to fight your fight for you, it's like, then why are you even hosting? You know what I mean? Which you could say the same thing about flat earthers, guys. I think this shit's cooked. There is prof. Oh, that's really convincing. Pretty sure this is cooked, guys. I want to try. I really do. I want to go live. I want to get guests. I want to have conversations. I want to do what I'm good at. Just not being allowed to. That's the thing. I don't know what to do about it. I don't think I can do anything about it. I do have a third account, but I have like 1,000 followers on there, and I don't know. I don't think that would even work, to be honest. Thanks for sharing, bro. I appreciate it. I'll give it until like 9:30 or something. It's 9:13, 9:14 right now. Give it like 15 minutes. But I can't just sit here and do nothing for the rest of the night. Sorry, guys. Maybe this is like a sign. Maybe this, I'm pretty sure this is like from God. Like, God's telling me, like, dude, you do TikTok too much. Maybe you should try for something else. It might be true. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something else I should be working on.
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah, I think that the Earth isn't flat because, like, we could literally see that, like, when ships are in the ocean, there's a hull first over the horizon. So it's quite literally indicative that the horizon on Earth recedes further away the higher you climb. So it would just like disprove the flat Earth model.
No, it doesn't. Bottom-up obstruction is not specific to a curved surface. Yeah, I found this video actually earlier today. You can see this guy zooming in. You can see the back of this disappear, right? It's just
Yeah, so what's your source for
inversion.
that video?
This guy on YouTube. But I mean, there's dozens of videos
That
like
could
this. You could
easily be
ask
like
anyone.
CGI or AI or like something that's like edited. I want like a reliable video that I can like obtain.
Is that the best you can come up with? Is just the genetic fallacy? What if the Earth? What if bottom up obstruction is just both? What if it's possible on a flat Earth and a globe? What if we just agree to meet in the middle? Is that okay?
I mean, it's quite literally impossible for ships at sea to reach hull first over the horizon on a flat Earth. Can you
No, it's
explain like
not.
like how that would work out?
Yeah, you. It's called an angle of incident and angular resolution, and light has a downward bias in a medium. Right here. I'm trying to pause the video and it's not letting me.
You do know
You
that
can
angle
literally
of
see it.
incidence and angle of refraction is based on light, right? This isn't based on light.
When you make an observation, what are you observing, bro?
That the whole it's whole first over the horizon, like it's like
No,
based on the
what is reflecting off of the hull in order for you to be able to observe it?
um distance, like the distance
Distance
between the
is
light.
reflecting off of the distance is reflecting off of the boat.
Obviously, light is reflecting off the boat. Yeah.
Oh, so light would this would be just the way that the light naturally behaves, right? Like this, I can't pause this fucking video. I don't know why it's not letting me.
How would light naturally be? Number one, I can't even like see if that video is actually like real or like it could just be CGI.
Okay, so why don't you try to
Also,
recreate something?
zooming.
Oh no, just talk while I'm talking. That's a really good way to do things. Do you not see the bottom up obstruction on both a boat? And this is I showed you two videos. Are they both genetic fallacies or what's the problem?
Yeah, so like you can like a telescope or a camera zoom can make the ship bigger, but it cannot bring back the hull if the ship is truly beyond the horizon. Like the hull is going to remain hidden, which shows that the ship is
Where's
obstructed by
the
water. So I wouldn't
Oh,
really
it's
see how
obstructed
that's true.
by okay, all right, buddy. It's okay. You don't have to be really emotional about it. Is it obstructed by curving water? Is that your claim?
Yeah, it's obstructed by. I don't think that water, in the sense, is the curvature to make the horizon seem that way. I would just say that, like the water's properties allow it for obstruction.
So is the water curving around and making a ball, or is that not what's happening?
Uh, it's not. Yeah, it's like it's based on the curvature of of the ocean.
Be careful. Be careful. You don't want to deny physics, but you also don't want to deny your religion either. You got to be careful how you answer this. Is
Religion.
water known? Yeah, is water known to
What's
be
my
able to
religion?
converge or
What's my religion?
scientism? Scientism. Is water known to be
You
able
are you
to curve
presupposing my
by a
religion?
large?
And
No, I'm.
scientism isn't a religion.
All right. I can't converse with you, bro. I don't even think you're old enough to be here. I just wanted to try. Basically, don't believe in reality, only theoretical nonsense. Yeah, the water's curving, but it's not curving. Because I want to appeal to physics, but I can't do that because then I have to admit that the Earth might be flat, and that's too hard. What's up, Zippy?
Hey, buddy, I think I remember I was in your life before.
Okay, I don't remember that, but that's fine.
So I have
Um,
if the Earth was flat, times seasons will be the same all around the world. And if the Earth was flat, Los
whoa,
Angeles and New
whoa.
York will see the same time the sunset and sunrise.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Where
And
did you
we
hear
have
that from?
gravity because everyone who's watching this live is.
Wait, stop. What are you talking about? Just stay on a topic, bud. Time zones, seasons, gravity. Which pick one?
Well, I'm telling you all the reason the Earth is round.
Yeah, but you're not dissecting that and giving me anything of substance. You're just naming categories and
Yeah,
basically
that's
shifting
what
the burden
I
of
don't
proof
have to
over to
pick
me.
this different. I guess going through categories. I don't have to focus on one thing.
You no, that's typically debate etiquette. You would pick a topic and we would fully address it until it's
All right,
satisfied
then
and both
tell me your proof of why your seasons and time zones and everything. If you think the Earth is flat, because if it was, that
well,
won't want to work.
okay, well that's called poisoning the well. Okay, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, can't just like ask me to do something and be like, well, even though you can't do it, like that's kind of like poisoning the well. That's not logically sound. You shouldn't do that. Just trying to teach you some manners here. Um, what was your question? Seasons and time zones? Time zones are made the fuck up. That's not actually. They are. Is time a real thing?
So what time is it? Where are you from then, buddy?
Is time a real thing?
Time is a real thing because where I'm from, it's 8:20 at
Does
night.
it have physical properties?
Why do you, we always had
Does
time?
time have physical properties?
Well, I'm not gonna waste my breath. I gotta find someone smarter than you.
That good luck, bro. Good luck. You'll probably be able to find someone smarter than you pretty easy, but I don't know about smarter than me. I mean, if you think I'm dumb, you probably just think everybody's dumb by default. Man-made construct. Yeah, time's not real. I don't know why that need. Dude, that's not even like a flat Earth thing. That's just like a basic. Well,
Time,
what's the
I
basic?
I think time is real, but it's a concept.
Real, but it's a concept.
But
Okay,
you can
immediately
prove it is
starting with.
real
Hold on.
because you can see things.
Can I? Fuck. Just want to point out that you're double speaking. Now continue. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I think it's a concept, but you can also prove it's real.
You can't prove concepts are real. Those that defies that. That's just non. That's not
Okay,
logical.
let
I
me
can't even
go.
retort that. That's just that's double speak. So you got to pick one. Is it conceptual or is it physical?
Oh, girl, I've been drinking. Okay, you can give examples of time though.
No, that's okay. You just admitted to something I don't want. I don't talk to drunk people, bro. There's no productivity in that. We might be done, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Bit of a 6-year-old that had a better concept of time. Time being a concept is something that I learned at a younger age. I don't remember how old I was when I learned it, but the fact that I have to explain that to people is mind blowing. Because that was way before I got into like flat Earth or any conspiracy for that matter. I was still thinking that like the president mattered and shit when I knew that time was a concept. It's not real. Like I don't know how you look at a clock and be like, yeah, that shit's physical and it's, like it has properties. No, it like that's not how that works, bro. It's a construct. It's just a system of numbers that we use to quantify periodic events of the day, like the sun moving or periodic events of the month, like the moon moving or whatever, right? Um, it's not a physical thing. Uh, it's a physical concept. I know. I really wanted to call out the double speak, but she didn't want me to. If you admit that you're drinking, though, I'm pretty sure I don't want to talk to you. I hate having this conversation with drunk people. It's the most difficult thing to do. Like it makes it so much fucking harder. Some people can hold their liquor, but if you open a conversation with like, "Oh God, I've been drinking," like, yeah, no, not a lot of productive fruit bearing conversations begin with those words, miss. You don't want to answer questions, not from comments, but you can come up here and ask your questions. That's fine. Theory of relativity? Question mark. Sounds like you're questioning relativity by the way you're stating it. Pointless. Yeah. Change time whenever we do actually just change the time literally every 6 months as if it's a concept and doesn't have physical properties. It's tough when they're sober. That's a good point. Yeah, it's even difficult with people that are sober. You don't answer questions then either. I just invited you to come up here and address any questions or comments or concerns that you might have with my understanding of how the earth works. If you refuse to do that, that's fine. But you're not going to play the victim and act like it's my fault. What do my knuckles say? Eloquent on the top and esoteric on the bottom, which you'd be surprised. Like, you might think, as a guy with his knuckles tattooed, you might think, like, oh, he probably gets asked that all the time. Mel, you're like the freaking 7th person in my life to ask. Nobody ever asks that, and it's kind of funny. But eloquent, of course, means that you're like good with words, good at communicating. And esoterics, when used to describe a person, it typically means that you're misunderstood. So it's kind of like a play on words. It's like I'm really good at communicating and I'm very good at like the English language, but people misunderstand me, seemingly on purpose, though. Right? So but that's just a little, you know. I've had these for a few years. Don't even have to do anything, apply globe logic and tell them to prove anything they bring up. Well, I don't think that's the most fair way to handle it. I mean, I used to do that. I've tried it in a variety of ways, bro. Like I've tried to like just immediately put burden of proof on them because in my opinion, bro, burden of proof is on them. They teach this shit to kids, right? So, and that's my opinion. If your model is the mainstream accepted understanding of the earth that we teach to 5-year-olds and every movie is about space and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I think you should be able to satisfy burden of proof. I think it should be easier for you to do it. But you know, the conversation, they don't want to satisfy burden of proof, so it doesn't really matter. They're not going to do it anyway. Tad is brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They have positive claims. That's true too. Never attribute to malice what can be attributed to stupidity. Somebody hurt your feelings? Dad master? What the fuck? I don't know, guys. This is the best I can do. I can't manifest intelligent people to discuss this topic with in real time. We have to bide our time and hope that some other person stumbles across it and has the courage to discuss it. I shouldn't take a lot out of you. I think you're a very good communicator. I understand you very well. Thank you, man. That means a lot. I try. I'm something of a poet, so words and wordplay and I don't know. I just have like a really strong interest in language. It's always been interesting to me. So as a result, my communication skills are pretty good, I think. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. I'm here for the vocabulary. Yeah, I have a decent vocabulary. It's decent. It's okay. I wish it was better, honestly. Sometimes, like I was saying this to before I ended the last live, I was saying to Newton that like a lot of my arguments aren't even as good as they used to be. Like I don't see, this is the problem, right? Like this happens where I go live and I get 0 guests, and when I do get a guest, it's like the worst, most like the worst people ever, right? I'll just say it simply. Um and then I don't get a chance to like use any of the better arguments that I've learned over the years, right? And as a result, it's kind of like learning a language and then not speaking it. Like you're eventually going to forget it. Truthfully, that is actually how that works. If you learn a language, it's not like you just know it forever if you don't continue to use it. It will fade. It'll get like replaced with other information over time. So you have these really strong arguments that don't come up very often because people ask you the same copied and pasted questions that they got from a Bill Nye VHS tape, and your really strong arguments fade out of your memory as a result, and that happens a lot. So I've also been thinking about just like dipping from TikTok for a little bit and kind of refreshing for anywhere from like a few days to a few weeks. I don't know, it would take a while, but I think that might be necessary too, just for the break aspect, because clearly things aren't even working here anyway, right? No intelligent arguments here. Okay, so I have had very good conversations in the time that I've been doing this, but you're right, like the traditional conversation, the general ones, no. Like the ones that are more frequent, absolutely not. No, they're not even worth my time, to be completely honest. But I mean, I've talked with like some college students and shit, like people that go to universities and stuff, and they actually have some level of decorum, you know what I mean? And they can be intellectually honest, and they have some level of critical thinking skills. They can adapt in the middle of a conversation, which I really like. But those are less frequent, you know. All the lives have been messed up. Trying to challenge myself to new info daily. Been looking into ocean saddle. Oh yeah, buoys. Yeah, buoys are very interesting. There's a lot of them out there, from what I understand. Thanks for the follow, biddies. You're just saying words in the chat. You tell him, Angel. You tell him. Or her. You tell them. You tell... Have you guys seen some of the... Dude, I'm gonna Google pronouns. Have you guys seen some of these fucking things? I saw a video of, a oh wow. If you wow, if you just Google the word pronouns, it literally just comes up she, her, he, him, they, them. If you don't dig any deeper than that, that's the base, right? And all the other ones are just like, see, it's like ZE, and then like, there's like another Z that's like XE. Anyway, I saw a video of, I guess I didn't have you on this one. Oh, it happens. What was I saying? I saw a video of a woman who was supposed to be like a corporate executive or some high position that she held in a business that was that had a lot to do with like that community, right? The pronoun people. And I don't know what to call them. I don't know what I'm allowed to call them on TikTok, so I'll just be careful. But anyway, you guys understand what I'm saying. And there was this woman asking her, like, okay, what is a Z? What is that? Because I just said there's a pronoun where it's like ZE, and there's another pronoun where it says XE. And the woman admitted that she didn't even know, right? She had no idea what those were. But then there was a picture on their website of like a list of all of these pronouns, and it was arguing for equality and stuff. And she was like, if you're really going to post this on your website, like, don't you think you should have an understanding of the pronouns that are on here? And she like dodged the question. It's like there's somebody in here earlier on the other live that said like if you argue with these people, they're so irrational. They're just like Globers, and I relate to that quite a bit because I've had some debates with people of that caliber, both on the globe and like other topics like abortion. Like I'll defend abortion till I die. Like or I'm sorry, I'll advocate against it is what I mean. I'll defend my stance on abortion. I wasn't thinking when I said that. I don't support abortion at all. So I definitely misspoke there. But like I will defend my stance on abortion until I die. And these people are just like they just argue from emotion. It's always like a selfish position that they take. It's like, well, what about my life? And like it's not even a life yet. And it's just like what, you know? So I understand when people make that correlation between like Globers and like I would imagine that pretty much anybody who is like pro for that like supports that movement is probably a Glober because they don't think critically, they don't think rationally. Pro-life, abortion is murder. Yeah, abortion. Oh, I don't know if we can say that word on TikTok, but actually, who cares? Solly is a G. Thanks, man. At least I'm against abortion. Well, it's just a matter of thinking rationally, bro. I don't know what this common, I mean, I understand the common misconception where people think that flat earthers don't think rationally and like we deny science and all that stuff. Like none of that's true. And you guys would learn that really quickly if you had a conversation with someone like me. But you guys don't choose to do that. You choose to come in here and attack a stereotype or a straw man of what you think I am, as opposed to attacking or learning who I am and then attacking what I actually am, because that's much more difficult now, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's very sad, bro. What's up, man?
Hey, so I got a real easy question here. All right. So I'm an airline pilot, and I have photos from 35,000 feet, 40,000 feet, and above. If you saw that photo with the curve, would you even believe it?
This picture's taken from 120,000 feet, and it doesn't show curve. So,
And yet I have a
I mean, it would
photo
just be a
with
matter
a
of
grid
like what.
that shows a curve.
Okay, what kind of camera did you use?
iPhone. No wide angle lens, just a normal camera from the cockpit.
I mean, like I don't like pictures because it's very much he said, she said. Like I just Googled 40,000 feet and I'm getting a lot of flat horizons and I'm also getting a lot of curved ones. And it's hard to decipher fact from fiction when there's that much discrepancy because they should all be roughly the same altitude. And I'd imagine like if we fly weather balloons up to 120,000 feet, which is what this is showing, and that doesn't show curvature 100% of the time either. So why would it not show curvature sometimes at 120,000 feet, but then sometimes show curvature at 40,000 feet?
I'm
There's a
betting that it
discrepancy in
shows
the
at
data there.
120,000 feet. And I wouldn't trust those either since they're on the internet, but I can trust mine because I took them and I can't Photoshop off of iPhone, put it back on the iPhone through my Photos app and show the timestamp, the date, and the location. You know,
Yeah, you actually can do that through a third party if you knew what you were doing. Yeah, you really could. You could change all of the information on it. You could make it look like it was taken from your photo gallery. You could do all of that. That's don't You're not fooling me with that. Not that
It's
you're
not
not
that I'm
implying
trying to
that you're
fool you.
trying
It's
to,
just I
but
don't know how to fucking do it. If it can be done, then I don't know what to do. I'm just saying the photos that I took are in my iPhone and they have a
did
grid
you know
on
that
them.
airplanes don't I get it. Did you know that airplanes don't adjust for curvature? Like I feel like that's more
Let
definitive.
me
Like
ask you a
that's way
question.
more.
A point in space at 41,000 feet, just a single point in space. Where's gravity pulling me?
What is gravity?
Just
Why are we okay, you
entertain me
just
without
asked me
just
this to
asking
hold
another
on.
question. Where is gravity
I
pulling?
love this. I love this
Just entertain
because
the
you just
question, man, or there's no
dude, and
point even having a
let me
conversation.
talk.
You're talking
Let me
about have a
talk then.
conversation with me.
I am, bro. I am trying to have a conversation with you, and you don't like the way that I'm responding to your questions. Just be patient. I'll get to your point. I promise you I will. But you're actually making it last longer now because you're doing this like whining thing that you're doing. You're a grown man, dude. Act like one. Um, I love how you ask me to stay on topic and then you switch over to gravity. Like that was an immediate red herring and also like a shifting the burden of proof. Like do you not understand that like that was a lot of doublespeak right there? You can unmute, brother. Like it's fine. I just act like an adult, bro. If you ask me a question and then not give me a chance to respond, or is this really a dialogue? Okay, this guy's not intelligent enough to unmute himself, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, bro. You took a picture that you never showed me. Great evidence. I don't believe in green slime, but you insist on incorporating it. I tried, man. Oh, I saw Newton. I'm sorry, bro. I would have let him I wanted to kind of that guy seemed like he could have a conversation potentially, but I just wanted to point out that like you asked me not to change topics, which was not really what I was going to do. And then you which okay, like I guess I could admit that I was potentially going to switch topics. I was just saying that like a more definitive way of actually measuring if we're on a sphere or not would be looking into the mechanics and the engineering of the aircraft itself. But as opposed to just trusting a picture, there's more definitive evidence than that. I was going to take it in a more definitive direction. You can call that like a red herring if you want to, I guess. But um, and then you bring up gravity. Like you call me out for shifting a goalpost of some kind, but like you just immediately bring up gravity. Like weird. Fuck your kick. So basically fuck yourself. Great insult, bro. And yeah, you were muted for a minute or two, bro. And I tried to I sent you an invite to unmute twice. I asked you to unmute at least once that I can recall, and you just chose not to. And now you're in the comments whining and playing a victim. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. On the life of gravity.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi Parker.
Okay, so I fully believe the Earth is spherical because I trust all of the sources combined together that tell me the Earth is round and spherical.
What
That's
do we do?
that's my reasoning. Now,
Okay.
I understand the whole mechanics of I know I've heard all the experiments done to try to prove the Earth isn't in motion. And that's nice, but I think I trust the general relativity theory, like
Why?
surrounding gravity, more than that. Because I think we have dumped trillions of dollars into research. It truly does not seem appropriate, given history's timeline, okay? It cannot be detected
What
by
if
any
Einstein?
optical. Yes, gravity is a theory. I understand that. Gravity cannot be.
Oh, maybe you got a phone call or
Yeah, I
something.
did. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Gravity is a theory.
I'd like a
Yes.
chance to speak at one point. If
Go
you
ahead.
don't mind.
Go ahead. Yeah,
'Cause
go ahead.
you've gone into several different things that I haven't gotten to address yet. What was your first claim that you trust all of the
Cumulative
sources that you look at?
sources put together. Yes, like
Okay.
the
What do
75
these? Okay, dude, let
individual
me. Hey,
countries.
buddy, just rehash it.
You
Like,
asked
I'm
no,
just trying
listen,
to.
you asked me which did I believe, and I just specified. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'd like to attack that. Is that okay? Like, I'd like to. This is called a debate, right? We're gonna go at
I
each
answered
other
the
with
question.
vocabulary and
There you go.
okay. I know. Just, but I want to monologue a little bit now. I let you do it. What the fuck, man? Anyway, if you reference all of these sources, you have to give me something that they have done to definitively prove the shape of the Earth that would support evidence of your claim. Instead of, because what you're essentially telling me is that you have blind trust if you don't provide evidence for something that they've done, right? So you have to give me something a little bit more specific. That's what I'm asking you for.
I don't think you necessarily have to disprove them if we consider
I
them
didn't ask you
experts
to
in the
hold
field.
on. No, you misunderstand. I didn't ask you to disprove them. I asked you to give me something that they did that proved that the Earth was a sphere.
They
That's what I asked
launched
you to do.
things outside of the atmosphere into space to take pictures.
Do you think we went to the moon?
Yeah, I do. I do believe we have been to the moon.
Have a nice day then. I don't feel like this is gonna go anywhere. You enjoy the rest of your day, bro.
Listen.
You're a nice
We
guy.
have been to the moon.
No, I don't want to. If I wanted to listen to you, I would have left you up here, bro. I listened to you for a little too long. I'm not gonna lie. I listened to you for long enough, bro. Appeal to consensus. Appeal to anonymous authority, because you sure as hell didn't name anybody. Blindly subscribe to whatever the dogma tells you to, and don't provide any actual concrete experiments or data to back up the claims of the people that you're anonymously appealing to. Don't dare do that. Even when I ask you specifically to do that, you then claim that it wouldn't matter or that you wouldn't want to. I don't know what you claimed. I'm sorry. I won't strawman you. I'm steel manning your position, by the way. And if it sounds ridiculous, it's because I'm steel manning your position. This isn't a position that I would ever take. How many conspiracies do I believe in? 0.
Hello.
What's up, Chris? What's up, man?
Yeah. So, you believe that the Earth is flat?
Context clues, buddy.
Okay. I want to know like definitively why. Like, I just want to understand your point of view, your position on the topic.
I mean, the most definitive thing is that we experience the Earth as if it's flat and stationary. You do too. You know, you don't see the Earth curving or feel it moving. So unless we can find some evidence to actually definitively prove that it is something other than a flat stationary Earth, then that would be the default position. That would be where you would organically start.
Okay. So you think just because we don't feel it, that means it's flat?
No, not feeling it wouldn't make it flat. Not feeling it would make it not in motion. That would, like, if I'm in a parked car, I don't convince myself that I'm doing donuts in a Walmart parking lot. That's irrational. So if I'm on a parked Earth that's not in motion, and it's been proven not to be in motion via multiple interferometry experiments done in the late 1800s and early 1900s, that would satisfy my burden of proof, right?
Okay,
So if
so
you're going to claim that it actually is in motion, but we just don't feel it, well, then that's an extraordinary claim. All of a sudden, now you have extraordinary burden of proof. You're
okay,
welcome.
yeah. So taking like just because you take scientific proof from 1900s and then compare it to modern day evidence to back up the claims that we say, you're gonna take the
When
claims from back then.
when was gravity discovered?
I'm not sure.
1666. So yeah, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to reference things that are from the
Sure,
past.
yeah,
It's okay.
right. But then,
It's okay.
at the same time, like many people thought things were a certain way, like back then, and now we know
It's
that
not a
certain
matter
things.
of it's not a matter of thinking that things were a certain way. We did interferometry experiments. I didn't participate. Michelson Gale, or Gale Pearson. I'm sorry. There was quite a few, and then Dayton Miller repeated the MMX experiment over 200,000 times.
Okay, so
All to verify if the Earth was in motion orbiting the sun at 30 kilometers a second, and every single time they were proven that it actually is not moving. Something is moving, but it's not the Earth. It's probably an ether of some kind.
okay, so they did experiments for both sides, right? They did experiments to prove that it wasn't. They also made experiments that
No,
it was in motion.
they were set out to prove that the Earth was in motion, it's Michelson Morley is classified as the most famous failed experiment because they were trying to prove that the Earth was in motion, but they couldn't do it. The results proved that it was actually not in motion.
So then where did
And interferometry is a really precise way of measuring things, and the way that it was set up, it was actually 10 times more precise than it needed to be. And that was back then. It's been recreated, I don't know how many times over the past 100 years or more, and we've never gotten a positive result at 30 kilometers a second. We've never even come close to that. So I fail to see that we have any evidence that the Earth is in motion unless you can think of something.
Okay, have you seen or like searched up the reasons for why people even like agree upon like that the Earth is in fact in motion? Like, have you seen to like every point of view
Yeah,
of
we
it?
look at the sky and we see motion in the sky, and we assume that the Earth is moving, causing that motion in the sky, or the apparent motion of the sky. My argument, though, is that we are on the Earth and it is in a state of rest, the way that it appears to be for every person on it, right? And the sky is just moving. It's like, again, like if you were standing on the side of the street and you were standing still, not moving, and a car drove past you, would you think that you were running really fast past a parked car? No, that would be nonsensical. So we stand still on an Earth that doesn't appear to be in motion, and we watch the sky move. We watch the sun, the moon, and the stars move in the same cyclical patterns, repeating themselves year after year, and
Do
nothing
you,
ever changes or deviates. So you think that's evidence of us orbiting through space at ridiculous speeds for some reason?
no. I never claimed that. I'm saying like, so you're just looking at it at your point of view, or just the people that believe that the Earth is flat points of view.
No,
You know what I mean?
this is the objective. This is how you experience the Earth. This is your point of view, bro. You just don't understand it. Like, you walk outside, you watch a sunset, you watch the sun move away from you, and you think that the Earth is moving, and you're actually falling backwards doing a giant cartwheel every day.
Right. This
Like
isn't this
that.
isn't just like
Oh,
that I
okay.
believe it. It's just more like that. There's like this definitive proof on the other side as well. There's not just like that. Yes, I guess they did do experiments,
Definitive.
or just to
How
like
did they prove that the Earth was in motion? When did that happen?
I'm pretty sure they did. Like there's a reason for why everybody like we learned that in school. You know what I'm saying? Like they there's countless experiments on this topic. I can't name any,
Yeah,
right? But there.
there's a reason that they teach you that. It doesn't necessarily mean because it's true. It's because they want you to believe that it's true,
So you think all
right?
of the
Like,
you think all of the physicists, scientists, any
no.
type of person in
No,
science
I
is
don't
just
believe.
lying?
No, I don't. I know what you're going to say, but no, I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. I think everybody's taught that the Earth is a globe, and most people organically live their lives up until the age that they are, that they pursue a career in astrophysics or any of the fields that you just mentioned.
Hmm.
Um, and they just believe the Earth is a sphere. They go to work, they do their job, they clock out. They're not lying to you. They just are under the same assumption that the Earth is a sphere orbiting the sun, because that's what we're told when we're kids. But we don't actually have any evidence that the Earth is in motion orbiting the sun, or spinning on an axis, or wobbling on the axis that it spins upon. We don't have any evidence of any of this unless you can provide some,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because that's
Okay.
really what we'd have to do, right? Because
Yeah. So
if the Earth appears to be in a state of rest, we assume that it's in a state of rest until we prove otherwise. That's usually how that works, like logically.
yeah, and like I agree, right? But then like have you before coming on TikTok and debating anybody online, right? That may or may not have like the capacity or knowledge to like either
I didn't
either
invite
argue
you
with
here,
you.
bro. I didn't invite you here,
No, no,
bro.
no.
Don't
I'm just
do
giving
that.
like I'm just saying, right? But like before before talking to like like I feel like you should talk to like an astrophysicist first or somebody that's actually experienced on the topic.
I've spoken with people with degrees in various fields. I've
Okay, and
spoken
with
with NASA employees, I've spoken with pilots, I've spoken with astrophysicists, I've spoken with people with PhDs in a variety of fields. That doesn't
Mhm.
mean anything. A level of credential is not synonymous with evidence itself. They still would have to satisfy burden of proof and provide evidence that the Earth is actually in motion. And
Okay,
it's okay to admit that you can't do that, bro. It's fine. Like,
okay, and
Einstein himself said that it could never be done, essentially. I'm paraphrasing, but he essentially said that there was no experiment that you could do, whether it be optical or terrestrial, that you could actually verify that the Earth was in motion. It appears to be in a state of rest. These are Einstein's words, not mine, right? Like, we can't actually prove it. That's why the theory of relativity even exists. It's just relative motion. You could assume that the sky is moving, and you could assume that the earth is moving, and well, you could assume that the earth is orbiting the sun or that the sun is orbiting the earth, and both models would work equally as well. There's a kinematic and dynamic equivalence for both. This isn't like this is stuff that a intellectually honest astronomer or astrophysicist would actually agree on me with.
Okay, so
They
what
would agree
what
on
were
those claims.
what were the exact words that Einstein said? Because I'm pretty sure his whole
Let me
life was
see if I can
built.
find.
Okay, okay.
Let me see if I can find. I just brought it up a second ago. This is the one where he says, "I have come to believe that the motion of the Earth cannot be detected by any optical experiment." And there's another one where he says about a terrestrial experiment, but I think that one's farther back in my photo gallery. You can look that up yourself. I mean, it's not hidden. This is why he developed the theory of relativity. Um, do you know what they claim, bro? That like when they tried to measure the Earth's motion, the instrument that they used to measure the light or the fringe shift in the light, they say that the instrument contracted, meaning space itself contracted, okay? And they say that time slowed down, right? And you're not listening, but for anybody who is, and that they say that it was the perfect amount to make it appear as though the Earth was in a state of rest.
hmm
So basically admitting that you can't measure the motion of the Earth, but he added a bunch of stuff to make it sound smart. But honestly, it's just a begging the question and a reification fallacy, and it should have never gotten as far as it has, honestly. And if you talk to anybody in the fields today, they will openly tell you that they're exploring other explanations for why we have gravity or what we call gravity. There's modified Newtonian dynamics. There's a plethora of other things to get into. People are kind of walking away from relativity in large numbers. Um, but either way, I mean, the Earth could just as easily be geocentric. Are you listening, buddy? Or are you
Yeah.
good, man? Okay.
Um,
Do you have
yeah.
anything else
So
you want to contribute?
yeah. So like for the Einstein
You haven't
quote,
provided any evidence of anything, by the way.
yeah. I mean, because I feel like that should be done on your own, right? Like I'm not a
I'm
scientist
supposed
by
to
any
provide
means,
your
right?
evidence.
No,
I'm
no, not my
supposed to
evidence.
provide
Like
your
the
evidence.
evidence to like argue against, or just trying to like like find research for yourself. You know what I mean?
So if you came up here to have a conversation with a flat earther, why didn't you come with anything that would definitively prove the shape of the Earth? What were you thinking?
Because I don't need to. Like it's like self evident because
Okay.
of like just the
Well,
amount of
then
evidence
this
that there is.
isn't really. It's not self-evident. We already walked down that rabbit hole. It's
Right, but I
evident that
feel
the
like
Earth
you're
is stationary.
yeah, but you're
Huh?
misinterpreting the Einstein's quote though.
No, I'm not misinterpreting a direct quote that I steal, man. I know I'm not doing that. Do you have something else that isn't like attempting to poison the well?
Wait, have you like tried to see what the quote
Uh-huh.
means and if it is misleading or not?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's not misleading. It's not misleading. It's a direct quote, brother. It's
Do you know that?
okay. Like,
Do you know that?
yes,
How?
actually, I do.
How do you know it's direct?
It's called reading, bro. And I had to read
It
it
doesn't
too.
mean it
So
doesn't
let's
just because you
just
read it doesn't mean it's direct though.
okay. Do you have something that would refute it?
I mean, yeah, because like if you just low key,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm
Mm-hmm.
cheating by doing this, but like I was gone for a
Mm-hmm.
little bit just because I copied and pasted like I took a screenshot of the quote and I put it on ChatGPT, right, and it told me like that it's kind of like misleading in a way. I don't know if that's considered cheating or whatever, but like I
Here,
feel like everything has an explanation, right?
you're not going to be able to copy and paste that one. Here, I have a bunch. Oh, they're all gonna come out like that. Well, hey, man, this is you can resort to ChatGPT. I'm gonna resort to actual concrete literature, and that'll be fine, right? That'll get us to where we need to be as a society if we just let ChatGPT and AI do all of our homework for us and never
But
do any
like, do you believe
research.
like do you believe it's any search engine in general is like smarter than I guess like the regular person like you, for
No,
example?
actually, no. It's not smarter than a human being. I know they'll tell you that it is, but it's not. Because it doesn't have
Mhm.
objectivity and it doesn't have an emotional tendency. It doesn't view things
Yeah,
from a
but when I
like
say it,
ugly.
it's
It's gonna that's Hey, I don't think this conversation's going anywhere. Do you have evidence that the Earth is curving? Maybe we could talk about that, right?
evidence that the curve that the what?
That of the object in question, the Earth. We're trying to figure out if it's curving too, right?
hmm Yeah, cause like
Yeah.
they usually say that Like you can kind of
Huh?
see it as as like a basketball and then an ant kind of being on it. That like the ant won't
No,
actually
I
know that
mean,
it's like because obviously if
I
we're
mean,
tiny little
okay,
things
that's
in a
okay.
big.
Listen, you're not okay. I don't know what you think you're doing, but you're not providing evidence that it's curving. You're just comparing it to a basketball and saying this is why we don't see it curving. So you're basically saying that we don't see it curving, which would be a flat Earth argument. That's not a globe Earth argument. Do you want to try making a globe Earth argument?
Wait, I think I sold, right? I sold
You sold the bag,
a
bro.
little
Like
bit.
hard.
Oh
You have
shoot.
yeah, no, like a lot. Like you haven't made a concise talking point. You haven't brought up anything of value. Like it's been bad. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I
No,
actually
no,
low key kind
yeah,
of feel like
no,
I'm
you're,
bullying you a little bit.
yeah. I mean, I guess, but I feel okay. It's because I haven't done research on it. Just because I feel like evidence speaks for itself. But I guess like I can
What
come back another
evidence?
day and
Evidence evidence
I don't know.
speaks
There's
for
just a lot of
itself.
evidence behind like proving that the Earth is
But
round and spinning in general, right?
listen, buddy, listen though. You can't just keep repeating that there's a lot of evidence while not providing said
No,
evidence,
not
okay?
providing
That's
one.
not
Oh shoot.
You're not providing anything other than the statement that there's a lot of evidence. That's it. That's just an open-ended, very vague statement. You're not dissecting that.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
to. It's
I
just
don't.
empty calories, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think I'll be able to do anything. But one last thing before
Me
I leave though.
neither.
Um, yeah, one last thing I do before I leave though. Have you been able to refute or like kind of like debunk every single art what you call it, evidence that there is for the Earth being a globe in general or like spinning on its axis or whatever? Have you like tried
Well,
debunking every single one so you come to the conclusion that it's flat?
the motion of the Earth is already disproven until proven. It's never been proven, so I wouldn't have to go about disproving it. It's already the default position. It's already the way that you experience the Earth. As far as curvature goes, yeah, we have microwave frequency transmissions that travel line of sight 800 miles, effectively negating all of the Earth's curve and proving that water always finds its level. If you pour water into a cup, it's always going to seek equilibrium. That's like
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
natural.
Yeah.
That's the natural physics of water. So the oceans would be doing the exact same thing. They're trying to seek equilibrium.
Okay.
Airplanes
Also,
don't
like,
adjust for curvature. Like there's a
mhm.
laundry list of things that prove that we're not on a sphere, bro.
So assuming that let's just assume that it is flat, right? Like wouldn't the water just fall at the on the sides?
No, large bodies of water require a container, dude. You'd have to. It
So
would be
the Earth,
contained by something, probably land. If I had to imagine, like even on a globe, the water is contained by land, right?
yeah, I mean, okay. So like, do you
And
think
did you
the
just
there's
ask
more
me
land?
if do you think about this real quick? I want you to think as hard as you can about this one. You just asked me
Alright.
if water would fall off of an edge, but you also think that the water on the earth is sticking to a spinning ball while it's hurtling through space in a vacuum. Like
Well, 'cause
which
it's
one
like gravity.
seems Oh, just gravity.
I
Yeah, just
mean,
a
both of
single
them
word
seem
that
like
is
yeah, both of them kind of seem I don't know, like unplausible in a way, right? But I mean, I don't
I
know.
agree
But
with that. I
yeah,
agree with
yeah.
that. I mean, either one is. I have often said that both models are equally fantastic. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
both like beyond the human comprehension. I agree with that. But the default position is that the Earth is flat, and the natural fluid mechanics of water would demand that water always seek its level. So that would, of course, that would mean that the Earth would be flat, unless you can prove that water can behave in a way where it would curve convexly and maintain its depth around a sphere. Because that's not something that we can even do. If I put water on a ball, dude, it's not going to stick to it. Well,
Yeah,
especially not while I spin that thing and throw it around a ball or a star.
I've also heard a lot of like arguments about the firmament or whatever, and like the
Yeah.
ice wall. At first I thought of them as conspiracy theories or whatever, but like, what's your take on that?
Firmament is we live in a pressurized atmosphere, bro. And the only way
Mm-hmm.
you can have gas pressure would be to have a container. Like if you have gas pressure in a tire, you need the tire. If you take the tire away, the gas is no longer pressurized. If you have gas pressure in a propane tank, the same thing. If you take the tank away, the air, the propane inside would no longer be pressurized. So anything that is a form of pressurized gas needs to be physically contained. Certainly can't put that pressurized gas inside of a vacuum and just have it maintain its shape, because gases don't even take an inherent shape. They're not even known to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the firmament is argued because we have a pressurized atmosphere, and we can't have a pressurized atmosphere in a vacuum with no
Space, yeah.
container to separate the two.
So what about the other planets?
What about him?
Are they like flat or are they like round?
Couldn't tell you, bro. We're talking about the Earth.
I know, but like that also raises that point, right? If we perceive the Earth to be
No,
flat, then what about the
actually,
other
it doesn't
planets?
really. No, it's only that's sort of like an all or nothing fallacy in a way, where you just say like if everything else is a sphere, then we have to be a sphere too. But like we also believe that none of the other planets have organic life, oceans, trees, breathable
Yeah,
atmospheres. Like, so why would we believe that the Earth would be anything like those things? Do you know what I mean? Like those,
yeah. So
it's
so
it's
so
a
what do you
complete non sequitur.
so what do you think the shape of the planets are?
I don't make
Oh
a
yeah, so you
claim.
just
Your
don't know.
model does. With and when, let me leave you with before I drop you, bro. Let me leave you with
Mm-hmm.
something. If you make a positive claim, like, hey, those lights in the sky are three-dimensional spheres with some of them are made of terra firma and the rest of them are gas. If you make a positive claim like that, you have to supply evidence. You have to fulfill and satisfy burden of proof. That is how logical etiquette works. That's why I don't make a positive claim because I'm not a deity and I can't fly up there and tell you what they're made of. And honestly, even if I
Mm-hmm.
could, it still wouldn't really prove the shape of the Earth. It's not a red herring. It's a non sequitur. It doesn't have any importance in this discussion. I'm not just trying to dodge the question. I'm just being real with you. It actually doesn't fucking matter at all what they are. We're talking about the Earth, dude. Been doing this for 10 years. The Earth's not curving. I assure you. Do you have anything else, Brady?
Um, are you here like every day or
Uh,
like every
mostly.
other day? Okay. Okay, I'll probably stop by later on then if I find any, like I guess evidence or whatever.
Yeah, you should
Or
probably try to find evidence of the Earth being a sphere before you go around telling people that that's what it is on the internet. I suggest that. I back that up. All right, bro. Peace,
mm-hmm.
man.
All right, thank you.
No, it's that was tough. That was tough. That was really hard. That was difficult. I wanted to be even ruder than I actually was, but these kids, man. There's hope to some extent. Like he wasn't completely dishonest. There's
What's
hope.
up, bro?
What's up, man?
I have valid evidence, but obviously it's from Google. I
You have
haven't actually
evidence. You have evidence of what?
the moon being upside down in New Zealand.
Oh, I don't disagree with that. Okay, now what? It's possible and recreatable on a flat surface, so it wouldn't
Yeah,
prove that
I was
it's
thinking that the only explanation would be if the moon was a disk and it didn't
okay.
even.
The ancients depicted it as a disk when they talked about it. They used to describe it as a disk, the lunar disk, and the solar disk, meaning the sun. I don't make a claim as to what the moon is. I just know that it does appear to rotate. It doesn't actually appear to turn 90 degrees, from my friend in Australia was showing me. Or I'm sorry, I meant to say 180 degrees. It doesn't even mean, it doesn't even seem, God, I cannot talk. It doesn't seem to rotate 180 degrees. It actually seems to rotate roughly 90, maybe like 135 degrees, but not the full 180 that they show you. Because they'll if you Google it, bro, you're just gonna get, it's literally like, I
I
guarantee
did
you if
see
you
one
took
that
the,
was 90 degrees. I did see one that was 90 degrees, but
okay,
that
that's
was
good.
the
Because
other
if you
day.
just Google it, bro, and you take like one of the first pictures that it gives you, it's literally the picture of the moon. If you just flip it upside down, it's the exact same picture. All they did was turn it upside down. So if they
Right.
have to do stuff like that, then why are we meant to just believe when it's so obvious that that's what they're doing? It's not even like, because it's the same sky, it's the same atmosphere, it's the same, it's the same amount of lighting. Like,
So, do you
no,
think
that's
this?
too.
Do you think the
Yeah.
ISS is completely fake?
No, I
CGI, or you
talked with a
think there's?
NASA.
Okay.
I spoke with a NASA employee, and she told me that it's actually, she was an electrical engineer, and she told me that it's attached to the electromagnetic field lines of the Earth, which I found fascinating. I was like, wow. Because a lot of people would say that it's held up there via gravity, but she directly refuted that. She said no, it's held up by the electromagnetic field. So there is something up there, but I don't believe that it's exactly what they tell you that it is. Like
Yeah.
if you think about it long enough, they say that it's 250 miles up, roughly the size of a football field. But if you were to put a football field 250 miles away from you, you probably wouldn't be able to see it anymore, right? Like that's just basic logic.
What do you
And you
mean?
can see the ISS with your ISS, so or you can see the ISS with your naked eye, rather.
With your naked
So
eye? No
Yeah,
way.
from what I've heard, you can see it with your naked eye.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
people say.
I've seen shadows of it go by the moon on
Yeah.
YouTube and stuff like that. It's it's
hmm
it's tough, man. There's a lot of discrepancies. It's tough trying to believe, but it's observably flat, and there's no. I mean, obviously, it's hard to refute that. And then when you go digging deep into the conspiracy theories of World War II and Project Paperclip and stuff like that, and it's like, wait, this is all a scam, dude.
I actually just had someone correct me and say that you can't see it with a naked eye. You need a telescope or something. But my argument is still pretty much the same. That you still shouldn't be able to see it from the distance that they say it is, and the size that they say it is. Angular resolution would make it too small to be resolved probably by most optics. But
But
no, I understand what you're
I've been a
I
flat
understand what you're
earther for
saying.
a while, and
Oh, you're already a flat earther, bro. What the hell? You're too smart. I gotta let you go, man. I'm sorry. You got under my radar. I'm trying to get mostly opposition, man. Sorry.
well, I was trying to find opposition for it. So have a good one, man.
Yeah, you take care of yourself. Peace,
All
man.
right, see you.
I can systematically and unequivocally disprove your hypothesis. Can you? Guys, I'm about to get disproven on the internet. This is gonna be a first. Well, not a first, but it's about to be like where he's gonna prove that the Earth is a sphere unequivocally while he's muted.
Wait,
He's
you
a
said
he's a fucking
uh,
magic man.
I mute when I'm not speaking. I do it out of respect. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm actually ecstatic. I want you to I want to hear what you have to say, like sincerely.
I'm happy other people are happy and in a good space and having a good night. I just wanted to make a quick note. You said that just a moment ago that it's been proven on the internet. Is
Wait,
that
well,
correct?
it
Did
it
you just
it
say that?
it in reference to what it in reference to what? What are you referencing when you say
Just
it?
your argument. You said that the Earth has been proven flat on the internet. When you said that the
No,
gentleman
I
you were
didn't
just
say that it
speaking to,
was. No, I didn't
well,
say
the
that. I
gentleman
didn't
you were
say
just
that it
speaking
was.
to is a flat earther, and you said you're too smart. I got to let you go. I'm looking for opposition. And then you read my comment, and you said you can't prove it because it's already been proven on the internet. Were you talking about it being a sphere or it being flat?
I no, I'm pretty serious. I'm pretty sure you misunderstood me. I wouldn't have ever said something was proven on the internet. That's not something that I would say.
Well,
Um,
I
but
very well could have misheard you because I thought that would have been absolutely contradictory to what you had been saying because I've been listening and
are you a flat
you
earther?
absolutely not. No.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't just vaguely claim the source of my information to just be something as open ended as the internet. Like I would be a lot more
Can
specific.
you, would you be so kind? What, do you have a source that I could
A source
reference?
for what specifically would you like a source for?
Whatever is the root and the ultimate um, cause for your belief that the earth is indeed flat. Hang on just a moment, sir. One moment.
Okay. Um, well, I don't want to speak until I know that you're listening, so I will be patient. I'll just read some comments. We all have proof of flat. Yeah, we don't have proof of curve. I think that's really the problem. We have proof of flatness just about everywhere worldwide, but we don't have evidence of curve. That would be evidence that the Earth is flat, considering I used to call it a worldwide phenomena. But yeah, are you here? Are you back?
I haven't gone anywhere. I was listening the whole time. I just needed to speak to my wife.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah,
No.
domestic,
If you
you
want
know,
evidence of flatness, I would. I'm sorry.
the domestic grind. I had to talk to my wife really quickly, but I was listening. I'm sorry. You
No, okay.
said if I want evidence that
Yeah,
there's a flat.
I mean, if you want evidence of like flatness relative to like the local position, I would first and foremost look into LoRaWAN, the most recent, well, it's a world record currently, microwave frequency transmission. over 800 miles. I believe it's either 830 or 860. I believe it might be 860 miles. And if you know anything about microwaves, they are line of sight. So of course that would not be like, they can't bounce off the ionosphere. It would actually penetrate the ionosphere. You can't claim that. Like, it's just
I'm only
directly
muting
line of
because my
sight.
son. I'm only muting. I'm listening, but I'm muting because my son is in here. He's autistic and he makes a lot of noise. But please
That's
continue.
fine, buddy. It's actually, I don't even mind it. I don't think anybody's gonna be too upset about that. Um, but no, like LoRaWAN, and I can pull it up right now for you. Actually, it should be in my search
I'm
history.
actually familiar with LoRaWAN, the application and
It's
the.
no, it's not an application. It's why is my
No, I'm
thing
talking
not?
about the
God.
application of the idea, not like an internet application. I'm talking
Oh,
about the
okay, yeah,
application
no.
of the science behind it. No, not LoRaFi or LoRaWAN app. Sorry. No,
LoRaWAN.
I'm familiar with it. It's a radio communication technique. It's a spread spectrum. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, yeah. This is they launched it from a transmitter on this boat to this buoy. I don't know the elevation of either of these, but I can't imagine either of them are very high. And it traveled 830 miles. So I was wrong when I said 860. But either way, that would effectively negate. I do forget the math on that. I think it's like 30 miles of curvature. So much curve. Like, the Earth's supposed to curve at 8 inches per mile squared. If you want to crunch the numbers and like verify that yourself independently, that's totally fine. I condone that. I would prefer that you do. Don't just trust me. Um, but you'll find multiple sources for this. This isn't something that I cherry picked. It's just what happens when you type in LoRaWAN World Record. There's an AI overview. There's a couple sources here. I usually go to this one, or I'm sorry, I usually go to this one because it's WRF microwaves and radio frequencies.com. Seems to be the more conclusive one. And that's evidence not necessarily of objective flatness worldwide, but it is evidence that the Earth does not curve at the rate that it's supposed to curve. Like I said, the Earth is supposed to curve 8 inches per mile squared. This would be impossible if that was happening. If the Earth was actually curving at that rate, this would not be happening.
So are you saying that your disbelief is that the Earth is curving at the radical theory that people have said, or you believe that the Earth does not curve whatsoever?
No, I don't think the Earth is curving whatsoever. When we fly weather balloons up, if we don't use like a GoPro or a fisheye lens or any other type of lens that would distort the horizon, we see flat horizons. That's where this image came from. When we fly airplanes, we don't compensate for curvature of the Earth. That's probably because the Earth is not curving. There is literally no evidence that the Earth is curving anywhere whatsoever, minus, of course, the exceptions of like hills and valleys and other forms of topography. But the idea that the Earth is curving and turning itself into a sphere that is orbiting through space, I mean, that's all entirely theoretical. There's really no physical evidence of that.
Well, no, high altitude flights absolutely. What do you mean they don't compensate for the curvature of the Earth? They have instruments. They have
What?
guided. They have guided precision scientific instruments that compensate for that.
No.
I mean, it's an absolute fact.
No, in fact, the absolute fact is that every instrument on an aircraft is to make sure that it does maintain level relative to the
Yeah, that's just
elevation that
maintaining.
it's
That's
at.
only maintaining a level. Only means that it's maintaining a constant altitude. It's following the curvature
Yeah,
of the Earth. It's not. It's not flying straight. It's that's. Let
they
me ask
do
you this.
though.
You made a
They
point
don't, they
earlier.
don't, well,
You made a
okay,
point
let's just
earlier. You
get
said
steamrolled.
that. You said that. No, no. I'm sorry. Um, because I know that what I'm talking about, level flight and constant altitude and the curvature of the Earth, that's a lost cause. I'm not going to beat that drum.
No, it's a definitively, I could back that up, but like I was gonna make another point, but it's fine. Go ahead.
So you made a point to the young man earlier. No, level does not mean straight, Big G. Just because something's
Never
level
said
doesn't
that.
mean that it's
And
straight. No, I'm
were
talking to
you
Big G. I'm talking to Big G in the comments. He said level and straight. I can keep a 1 inch perimeter with my finger around a Coke can, and that's level, but it's not straight by any means. It's going around it at one constant
Well,
level, at one constant height.
would it surprise you that when we fly, we typically call it straight level flight?
I've never heard straight level. I've heard level. I've heard maintaining altitude.
No, there's straight and level flight. Yeah, I could even Google it right now to give you a better definition.
So you said to the young man earlier something along the lines of the ocean not splashing off of the earth. For what reason? I didn't quite catch all of that.
Well, no, he asked me if the earth was flat, would all the water fall off of him or fall off of it? And I simply said, well, let's slow down a minute because you think that the water is sticking to a water ball while it's spinning. And we don't have any evidence that that can even happen. But I do have evidence that water can take the shape of its container. So I think my model would be a little bit more valid in regards to that.
I can put water into a bucket and swing it in a complete
That's
circle.
centrifugal
and
that's centrifugal force. That's not even centripetal. Or I'm sorry, that's centripetal
yeah,
force. That's not even centrifugal. And
it's a different form of it's a different form of
no,
gravity,
no,
but
no, no.
it's
Let me.
still
No. You're. No. I gotta correct you. You have a misunderstanding, bro. That's the opposite force that you would need, and you still need a that's centrifugal force. That's not even centripetal, and you would need a container for the water anyway. You're just proving that water needs to be contained. Like, can you do that without the bucket? Can you put water in
so the
your
ocean's
hand and
floor
like?
and the ocean's floor and the bottom of the floor of the ocean is not a container. The oceans aren't contained by
Yeah, that is the container, but only if you're appealing. But if we had centrifugal forces like that and the earth was spinning, all of the water would come out of that container. Because that's now you're saying that you would turn your bucket inside out or upside down, right? That you just turned your argument inside out and upside down. That's all you did. You didn't really, yeah.
How so? What you just said
If you
didn't
take a
it
bucket
didn't
and
track.
the bottom of it is always facing away from you, and you spin it, yes, the water will stay inside of it within reason. However, if you invert the bucket and you try to spin it from the opposite direction, all of the water is going to come out. That is
But
more like what
gravity
we would
pulls
expect to see.
everything towards the center of the earth. Gravity
Oh,
pulls
so
everything towards the center.
now it's not centripetal force. Now it's gravity. Okay. What's
Well,
gravity?
centrifugal force is a cousin of gravity. If you have something that's spinning, or if you have something that's
No.
moving, if you have something that's spinning or moving,
No,
it's going to create some
no.
sort of force that's either
Just
going to pull or push.
it's not
That's
even creating a force. They're both classified as pseudo forces, but that's a lot to get into. What is gravity
there's
exactly? They're
what is
classified as pseudo forces. Do I need to look that up for you too?
what is gravity? Is that what you're
No,
asking?
yeah, you invoked gravity and like I don't think this is gonna go anywhere, bro. I have two other people I'd maybe like to just
Well,
kind
I
of get
have
on with
another
them, to be
question.
honest. Yeah,
I've
let's do
gotten,
that, I guess.
I've flown. Okay, so I can fly from Hawaii to Los Angeles to New York to
Yeah,
Europe,
yeah,
all
you
the way
can.
around the world, and come straight
Yep.
back to Hawaii. How is it that I fly
Yeah,
across almost every continent, every landmass, and every body of water, and come back to the same place? Explain that.
because that's called circumnavigation. It can happen on anything with a circumference. And spheres aren't the only geometric shape with a circumference, brother.
But if it's flat,
Mm-hmm.
how does it have a circumference?
What can you not think of any flat objects that would have a circumference? Like, is a
Yeah, but
compass technically speaking like or
part
like
of
is
circumference,
it, here,
part of the calculation for
let's
circumference is
dude, oh my
diameter.
gosh.
Diameter and
Yeah, I'm aware.
radius is
Yeah,
how
I
you
know. Okay, all
calculate
right. Just pause before we go into
circumference.
the math. Hey, just pause, bro. I have a really simple like way to conclusively get through this. Is the face of a clock flat, and does it have a circumference?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's flat, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So flat things can have circumferences too. That's my point.
Well,
And it also has a
but that's
diameter
like
and a
saying,
radius. Like,
but that's like saying, hang on a second, I gotta do something for my kid. Just give me a second.
okay. All right. So I'm going to give you a little bit more airtime. I don't know. Are we enjoying this conversation, guys? 1 in chat if we enjoy it, 2 in chat if, not so much. We'll let you guys decide. I'm kind of indifferent. He's better than the majority of people that I get. 1. No? Oh, God. That's like, okay, that's the most like 50-50 I've ever seen you guys on anything that I ask you. Typically it's like very conclusive. Like if I ask you for, it's usually like heavily biased, using that phrase loosely, of course.
Okay,
But
so
that was the most like down the middle I've ever seen it. What's up, bro? What are we doing now?
if you're measuring the circumference of something that's flat or something that's spherical, a 2D versus a 3D object, it's not the
Yeah.
relationship is on a flat circle is measured directly. A spherical object, you have to involve the circumference. The circumference involves curvature. I mean,
Circumferences on a flat object wouldn't be curved? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, but it's unrolled. Are you familiar with that?
What?
A flat circle circumference is a straight line equivalent when it's unrolled, while the circumference of a sphere can be shorter than a flat measurement of the same radius. Does that jive with you?
I don't understand. Are you getting somewhere?
If you're measuring the circumference of something flat, it's the perimeter of a 2D shape. If you're measuring something that's spherical or round, the distance around a 3D shape is a completely different. The measurements, the process might be similar,
did
but
you
the
know that
outcome's going to be completely different.
Did you know that a sphere is just a 3-dimensional circle?
That's what I just said. 2D versus 3D. Like the face
yeah,
of a
but,
clock
like,
is
you didn't-
2D.
Okay. But my point was, you essentially insinuated that circumnavigation wouldn't be possible on a flat Earth. But my point in bringing up the clock analogy was to give you a visual, hopefully, representation of how that could be possible. You just need to have a circumference of some kind. You could pick any latitude line and just fly around it, and you would essentially travel around in a circle, whether the Earth be a sphere or flat. It's the same exact system, bro. That's literally how we do circumnavigate relatively. We typically do it latitudinally. We don't stay at the same latitude, but we do it east to west or west to east, meaning latitudinally.
Well, let's say you did. And I flew from Los
done it.
Angeles all the way around
Dude,
to Los Angeles. You're saying that I don't circumnavigate is going around. That's the root of the word.
I'm
going
the one who
around.
taught you that, bro. I remember that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know what circumnavigation is. You're right. I don't know what circumference is. I don't know what.
I'm the one who said
You're
that
right.
you could circumnavigate. No, I'm the one who said that you could
And that's the
circumnavigate
first time
anything
I've
with a
ever heard.
circumference.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Anything
I've
with a
never heard-
circumference.
Just because something has a circumference doesn't mean that you can circumnavigate it. You can
Okay.
cross from perimeter
No.
to perimeter.
No, that's okay. All right. I give up. I just, I wish you the best, and don't come back. You'll be all right without me, I hope. It sounds like you got a lot going on. Maybe you're not giving this all of your attention, and I don't blame you. Family is more important, but for fuck's sake, bro, it's a very simple concept. You can have a circumference on a circle as well as you can have a circumference on a sphere. Spheres are just 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional circles. This is not college level shit. It's okay. It's all right, man. He was gonna unequivocally prove me wrong, by the way. I remember that. I'll never forget that. I was hopeful. I really wanted to be a Glober. That was like jumping on a trampoline. Yeah, that was fun, right? That guy. Come on, guys. That was fun. It was a good conversation. Well,
Yeah. Look, I'm
Mhm.
very much against a flat Earth, but that guy, like, I I was barely understanding him as well.
No, I understood most of what he was saying. It just seemed to not be correlated with what I was saying a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Look,
So
one
what do you want to talk about?
one of the things you said was there's no physical evidence of a round or curved Earth, right?
Not that I've ever come across it. Yeah.
Well, look, obviously I'm guessing from America, judging by your accent. Yeah?
Yeah, good guess.
Yeah, so I'm from Australia. So the thing about you Americans is you guys have different constellations in the sky when you're looking at the night sky to us. So if you look up, you see
Yeah, no, I know that.
you see the northern stars, we see the Southern Cross. Can you tell me exactly how that would work on a curved, or a flat Earth in that sense?
Well, you're okay. You're asking me essentially why we don't see the same stars because
Yes.
we're in different geographical locations. Well, the answer is quite literally that simple. It's because we're several thousand miles apart. That's why. Like if I had a warehouse that was, just hear me out. If I had a warehouse that was 50 miles big and I put little glow in the dark stars on the ceiling, and I walked from one end of it to the other and I looked straight up, do you really think I'd see the exact same stars? Of course not. It doesn't mean that the warehouse is a sphere or that it's on a curved foundation. It is just the laws of perspective. Things appear to drop from the ceiling down as you move away from them. Think of a long hallway. The ceiling's going to appear to drop down. And eventually they drop down below the point where you can resolve them. There's also light attenuation. You wouldn't be able to resolve them, and they would converge at the horizon. They would just become no longer visible. That doesn't mean that the Earth is curving.
See, that's the problem when you're wrong, because we know light travels infinite. No, don't laugh at me, because you are. That is sorry, sorry, but that is brain dead. First of one, you got to
No. Just light does what?
it travels infinite distances. That's the whole point.
No, in a vacuum you might be able to sustain that argument, but in an atmosphere, no. Light attenuates in an atmosphere. It has an inverse
an
square law.
atmosphere
I had
is
to
a
explain
vacuum.
this to
Is
an
it? Oh no,
atmosphere is a
no,
vacuum.
my bad. Sorry. No, I'm
See,
wrong
this
on
is
that.
what happens when you're wrong, Anthony. How's
Look,
it feel?
no, look. All right, can you let me just continue on real quick? See, that doesn't really
I don't really
matter.
want to.
I understand your
Does
point.
light-
Like what you're trying to say, your example.
No. Just no. Listen. It's my turn. Okay, it's my turn. I hate to do that to you, bro. You're actually a nice guy, and I actually
Yeah.
like you. And I'm not even just being satirical. We're having some fun here, and I like that. So, we do live in an atmosphere. We agree that the atmosphere that we live in is not a vacuum, right? That's therefore, when light travels through it, it's absorbed by the atmosphere, and it attenuates over distance, meaning it simply dissolves essentially over distance. The intensity of the light is decreased every time you double the distance by 25%. That is the inverse square law of light. That is well documented, well established. This is the physics of light. So when you're in an atmosphere, so I usually do it this way. If you have a flashlight and you're in the woods, and you have a tree that's 10 feet in front of you, you have a tree that's 50 feet in front of you, and you have a tree that's 100 feet in front of you, and you shine your flashlight on each one of those trees, the farther the tree gets, the less it's going to be illuminated, right? Because the light is going to attenuate over distance. Obviously, flashlights don't emit light forever. I mean, that's just not... I don't know why that's even an argument with some of the Globers, dude. They think light travels forever, even though they experience it doing the exact opposite of that. Do your headlights travel forever on your car? I mean, it's
Can I say something against that real quick?
Yes.
That's the if I remember, because I remember doing this in physics. I'm trying to remember the name. It's the dissipation of light. Yes, pretty much over distance. Light, yes, it tends to become less. What is it? Like what you were saying with the tree. If you shine it from a longer distance, you don't really. It isn't really as bright. But the problem is, if you're on the opposite side of that flashlight, say you might be able to illuminate something 10 meters up ahead, but not something over a kilometer ahead. Say it's an empty field, right? And there's a tree there. If someone is standing on the opposite side, they can still see that little white
whatever color flashlight bulb is shining at them. That's the whole point of light. Light is light is literally the idea of a wavelength being shot into any idea. Even looking at that tree in general is because of light. That's how our eyes work.
So
is
just
by taking
let's
no.
just
Wait, no. Please just let me finish.
Oh, okay.
Please let me finish.
We're not allowed to. Okay, no, that's fine. You first. Yeah, you go
The
ahead. Bro.
light is not this idea of what.
It's okay, guys. He can. I didn't do that, Anthony. I didn't do that. You can unmute, bro. You can unmute. I was gonna just bite my tongue. I didn't do that. One of my mods muted you. That's okay. Newton, it's fine, bro. That was funny. I'm sorry, bro. I have to laugh at that.
Look, the idea.
While I have the. Okay, never mind.
Look, sorry.
Go ahead.
Still, if I lose concentration, I'm just gonna forget what I'm saying. It's all in my head right now.
Yeah.
The idea of light isn't like what you said. Was it disappears over time because the ability that you're actually able to see from the distance, like you're able to see something from a kilometer away, is literally light itself, right? Light doesn't disappear; it just becomes less dense. Light doesn't actually disappear.
Light doesn't have density; it's massless.
Well, it
what
has.
Is your argument exactly? Are you? Can I please? Is it my turn yet? Fuck, dude, you're doing too much. I'm sorry, but like,
yeah, and it's because of that too much is why I know more than you.
I think that's debatable.
No, it is not. It really is not.
Look, dude,
light is a wavelength that goes into your eyes.
Getting angry isn't going to prove to the audience that you know more than me. Okay, let's just let me speak. That way, that you can prove after I say something stupid, you can call it out again, like you did last time. Remember, because that went so well. Anyway, is your argument that light travels forever?
Yes, very much.
Okay, well that's been proven false because flashlights don't travel because flashlights don't travel forever. Okay?
Yeah, sorry, I'm actually processing it because that's so stupid. Because if you ever
is it stupid? Okay.
Yes.
All right, it's fine. Fuck off. Honestly, just shut the fuck up. You suck. Yo, this Warzone guy is coming up, Caleb. If you want.
Yeah, I've destroyed Caleb, and he has not. I've destroyed Caleb in these arguments before. So if you want to bring him up, so I can destroy him again, bring him up.
I think he's more excited about this than you are, to be honest. I know him well enough.
It's fine. I know.
You have a recording of us debating?
I have hundreds of us recording, Caleb, and I'm keeping.
Can you show us one?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't have hundreds, but you've kicked me from
your
life.
Can you show us one?
When I get to
like a screenshot.
When I get to destroying you right now in this live.
Hold on. Can you just to like show you're not like a complete liar? Can you just screenshot one of the hundreds of videos you have?
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing, Caleb. When I do it, right?
It's a yes or no. Just do it.
Well, you mean to screenshot me destroying you?
Screenshot you being on a panel with me
How
ever.
about me and you?
I would remember you.
I would just destroy you right now. How about that, Caleb?
No, how about you show you're not a liar, bro, or admit you lied.
Every time I go to destroy you, you call me Carl and you kick me. My name's not Carl, all right? You say, oh, it's just Carl.
Yo, are you getting the screenshot, buddy, or no?
Are you gonna let me destroy you right now in front of everybody, or what, buddy?
Get the screenshot and show, because I know for a fact
he doesn't want to argue.
Okay, you can't calm down.
Hey,
buddy, if you steamroll the conversation and just continue to talk, it doesn't mean you win.
Okay, you're right, mate. I have a cucumber on now. I'm chilling enough. I have a cucumber.
Okay, can you get a screenshot of you being on panel with me ever?
No, because I have a new phone, mate.
A new phone?
Yeah,
I just got a new phone the other day.
I had a Galaxy S20.
So wait, where are the videos?
I just got a new phone the other day. I have all of my photos and videos, bro.
It all transfers, bro. These Globers are pathetic.
I went from Apple to Samsung, yeah?
Oh, so you don't have the hundreds of videos anymore?
Right, but can I destroy you right now?
So you're a liar?
Yes, and I'm gonna destroy
Okay,
you right
cool. I
now.
just
Are you
wanted to
ready?
show you were a
Can
liar.
we debate the globe or no? Or you
Yeah,
wanna?
water's flat.
I
The
want to
Earth's
see.
never been
All
measured to
right.
be in
Well,
motion.
well,
Gravity's
here's the thing.
fake.
Here's the thing, Caleb. Every time I brought up this evidence, you've kicked me from your live.
Oh,
Okay.
I've never talked to you, so bring it
All
up.
right. Well, okay. So just 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, everybody's like, "Oh, how could India and China and all them be in on the moon landings and this and that and the fifth, right?" And I'm like, Caleb, 2 years ago, India went to the moon. Yeah, 2 years ago, India went to the moon.
Oh no!
And every
You
time
gotta
I bring
shut,
this
dude.
up,
I
I
know
get
why
kicked.
you.
Every time I bring
Because
this up,
Well, I
I
know
get kicked.
why.
you're
I'm
not
about
gonna
to
get
kick
kicked.
you,
We're just gonna
bro.
laugh at you, bud. Keep going.
What?
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I've seen the footage with myself, my own 2 ears.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to.
You want to
said
show the
India's? I'm looking up.
India
Yeah,
moon
the
landing
India,
footage?
I will. I will.
the
I
India
will.
moon fact. Because whenever it was like they can't all be in on it, I'm like, yo, fuck you, mate. You know, look at the India moon landing.
Yo, I'm dead.
Because
So wait, are
every
you
time
proving that India landed on the moon or that the Earth is round?
India landed on the moon, yeah, India, and we give
He's
NASA,
got to be trolling.
we
I
give
think he's
NASA,
trolling.
we give NASA $74 million a day, yeah, to tell us the truth. If I give you even $500 a day, you're gonna give me.
I think he's a flat earther trolling. He's
If
got
I
to be.
if I
Look at all these people.
There's no
$500
way
a
he's
day,
serious.
if I even give you $500 a day, you're gonna do me a good job, yeah? Can you
Here, look at
imagine?
this.
Can you
You think
imagine
this?
if I? Yeah, look
Wait,
at
wait,
that.
wait. Calm down. Calm.
Sorry,
Calm.
I love you.
Is this your evidence that they landed on the moon? This footage that he's showing?
Yeah, I mean that's some good fucking bean footage, if you ever ask me. Yeah, isn't that good evidence? Evidence, yeah.
In what
Find
way?
another one.
I mean, for all the
Look,
all
this
the
one, India.
well, that's a reptilian that you see there on the screen acting like a human being. First
He's
off,
joking, bro. He's got to be joking. Wait, what
It's
is
a bit of a
gravity?
disappointment.
Warzone, what is gravity?
gravity. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that really bothers me about gravity. Yeah, if I may speak from experience, Newton's law of gravity, yeah, he says that he observed the apple falling from the tree, yeah, and I'm like, okay, I get it, right? I really do get it. But then when I'm in the water and I see bubbles rising, and I'm like, hold on, why are the bubbles rising and the apple fell? And I'm like, I wonder if they check to see if that apple hit him in the fucking head or not, because he understands. He understands why apple
Okay.
fell, but he doesn't understand why bubbles rise in water, yeah. And I'm like, come on now.
I
Okay, so you
respect
don't
what
believe
he
in
did.
gravity. You're joking about the India moon landing. You're role playing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does it seem that crazy that I might be role playing if I'm speaking on globe facts? Because this is a fact of a globe, yeah. Does it seem fucking like I'm trolling? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Well, that's fucking crazy because I really do try to come up with some good evidence, yeah, and a good accent to be able to come over here and speak on, yeah. And does it work? It doesn't work, does it? No, because it's so
No.
fucking
No,
stupid,
dude.
mate.
Okay.
I respect it,
Okay,
though.
please don't do that again, though, bro. I thought you were
Yeah, please
actually
don't
good
do
at
that.
I love you,
debating.
Caleb. I love you, Caleb.
I
And so
love
does
you too,
Jesus.
dude.
Even I know you don't believe in religion, but Jesus loves you too, yeah.
All right, buddy. I gotta let you go. That was fun. I will give you that. That was a lot of fun. Gave us some good laughs, and I appreciate your time. Thanks, buddy. The Earth is fucking flat in all capitals. Yeah, sure. I got one more, and I think we're done. Yeah, the India thing was pretty much a dead giveaway. I will say that. That was like nobody references that, bro. Nobody does that. What's up, Bass Space? You were here the other day, and I mispronounced your name. Is this how we end the live? Okay. I will just call it. I mean, I could bring Anthony back up so he can call me stupid for understanding the physics of light again. He might be gone too. He probably didn't want to sit here through the last guest. Not even good CGI, dude. It's like Game Boy Color quality. Very, very sad. Very, very bad evidence. Pretty sure like you could show that to any globe believer and they'll be like, even the people that think the Americans went to the moon, most of them would probably deny that if they had any integrity. All right, guys, I guess we're done. It is 10:38 and that was fun. Actually, you know what? I'm glad that we did that last little highlight. Katy Perry was real? Okay. I hope you're trolling, bro. I sincerely hope you're trolling. But yeah, I think we're done, guys. What was your name? Warzone. Thanks for the comedic relief, bro. I tend not to bring flat earthers up here for the most part. Try to do like the one-on-one back and forth thing, but honestly, it always helps to have a little comedic relief. It does ease the pain, I guess. For him in Israel, yeah. Not a bad live. No, this one might go up on YouTube. I might put this up on YouTube. I'm pretty satisfied with the results. Can literally look through my telescope and see Jupiter. Wow, can you see the Earth's curve through your telescope? I don't deny the existence of Jupiter, brother. You're attacking a ghost. Good night. Had a few good laughs. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. The one conversation I had with Andrew was interesting. That was probably my favorite. Or the other guy before him. I think his name was Slim. That was interesting too. Slim was fun. Slim was, you know, he was trying his best. He thought you couldn't circumnavigate a clock for some reason. That was good. Jupiter is round, same as Earth. Yeah, there's things that appear to be spherical or round at the very best in the sky. You still haven't managed to prove that the Earth is a sphere. I think you misunderstand the argument. Anyway, I'm gonna bounce off of here. I gotta use the restroom and get myself ready for bed. That grad really won't let go of them. Frustrating at times. Oh, dude, it is. I'm not gonna lie, it is. It's very frustrating getting up here sometimes. But you know what? It does have its highs and lows. You just gotta know when to maybe pack it up and call it a day sometimes. Miss you, man. I miss you too, bro. I miss a lot of you guys when you're not here. I miss you guys when you are here. I miss you that much. I miss you all the time. That probably sounded weird as fuck. Have a good one. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we'll wrap it up. I'm glad that this account did well. I was kind of skeptical going on this account, so I'm glad that it worked out. So hopefully we'll go back tomorrow night, if I can, on this account, and we'll pick up where we left off with still no evidence of the Earth moving. You do a great job. Thanks, bro. Thank you, man. I know I have something about me. I have a unique personality, I think. I think that's what people like. Or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what people like, but something about me. They like something about me. They like that I stay on topic, I think. I think that helps. Because there's a lot of lives where we don't manage to stay on topic, and that's probably very frustrating for not just me. Like, I can imagine it doesn't just frustrate me. But anyway, not to get on that note again. Love you guys, and I'll try again tomorrow if I can. And yeah, we'll pick it up. My laugh, yeah, I've heard that my laugh is pretty good. My voice is okay. I know. Thank you guys. Anyway, before I read another comment and start talking again, I'm gonna go. I use the restroom. So love you guys, and thank you guys sincerely for being here. Thank you guys for all the likes, shares, all the support, dude. It helps a lot, especially with like the inconsistencies of my lives. If you guys can help in any way just by sharing it out and stuff, I greatly appreciate that, because it's like really frustrating as of late, you know, not being able to get guests, because I can sit here and talk for a while, but eventually that's just not good enough. How about the photos from space? We're cooked. There's pictures, guys. Fuck. All right, I gotta shut down the live. Game over. There's no more flat Earth. It's all bullshit. It's a conspiracy. You guys are all crazy. I've been crazy for 10 years. My family was right about me. I'm just a denying science guy. All right, love you guys. Peace, guys.